the NCAA has banned 6 college basketball players who played at 3 schools following investigations into sports gambling. Those schools are the University of New Orleans, Mississippi Valley State, and Arizona State. The athletes are no longer enrolled at their schools. Investigators say the players manipulated games and shared information with known bettors. They were part of a larger game-fixing investigation into 13 college basketball players from 6 schools. Joining me now to discuss this and more is our sports panel. Arash Markazi, the founder and CEO of the Sporting Tribune, and Jovan Buha, an NBA reporter and the host of Buha's Block podcast, which you can also watch on YouTube. Arash, Jovan, welcome to you both. Great to have you here.
Thanks for having us.
So is this because we hear about this NCAA thing, and we hear about this right after we heard about an NBA cheating scandal that led to players, coaches being arrested. Mm-hmm. Is this a bigger thing? Is this a one-off?
You know, the folks that you have to watch for are sort of like the have and have-nots. The players that we've seen who are involved in this don't have like the big contracts, the big money. With the NBA, it's like a guy on a two-way contract, a non-guaranteed contract. With college, he doesn't have the NIL. So those are the players like in the locker room saying, "Where's mine?" And so if someone comes to them and say, "Hey, you can make some easy money by throwing a game, not scoring as many points, tweaking your hamstring," I think but I don't think it's as widespread in terms of like, this is not like an issue that's affecting Kevin Durant or LeBron James. These are sort of like the non-guaranteed players.
And we're talking about like prop bets or things like that, right?
Yeah, the prop bets for guys like the ninth man on a basketball team. Yeah. Those should probably be erased at this point, right? Like it should be the star players that are moving the needle, the Lukas, the LeBrons.
So what does that mean? What is a prop, like an example?
So prop bet could be like a player, 3.5 rebounds. Are you going to take the over/under on that? 1.5 steals, something like that. So it's category specific bets for each player.
And if you're one of those players, you can stop yourself from getting 3.5 rebounds, or really try very hard to get 4 or 5.
People have faked injuries to come out of games.
And this is actually why legalized gambling is good, because a lot of these bets are made, for example, on DraftKings or FanDuel. And so if you see, let's just say, for example, 6 figures coming in on the 12th man scoring more than 3 points, that raises a red flag. Why is all this money coming in on this guy no one cares about? Generally speaking with prop bets, is I'm going to score less than that because I'm going to tweak my hamstring and I'm going to leave the game 2 minutes in.
I mean, I know you say that legalized gambling is good, but it seems a little excessive when you watch some of these games now, Jovan, and you see every other thing is like, here's how you bet on it in sports. And it seems the leagues are in on this, the broadcasters are in on this, everybody's making money, and yet there can be real damage that comes from some of this gambling.
Yeah, and I will note, like looking at the NBA situation, Chauncey Billups is a guy who has made a lot of money in his career, and it's a poker
NBA
scandal,
champion,
so it's like
NBA
adjacent, although there's some NBA figures involved. And Terry Rozier is also a guy who's made some money, like more of a bench player at this phase of his career. But when you start to see the guys who have made like a little bit more than, like Jonte Porter was a guy who was like two-way, kind of lesser known NBA guy, but it started to expand a little bit. You got Damon Jones as well. Like it feels like it's a little bit bigger than what has come out, but that'll
There's
remain to be seen.
a lot of money being thrown around, and a lot of people are getting paid. And it's interesting. It seems like a lot of the broadcast networks are now all in bed with the sports bettors, and that's created some interesting situations as well. Meanwhile, let's talk about the games themselves. In NBA, something you both cover so closely. What's the headline of the NBA season you're most interested in right now?
So for us locally, and Jovan can touch on this, I think everyone in Los Angeles is focused on the Lakers. And while
the Clippers?
Not the Clippers. Not the Clippers. Listen, this is a Lakers and Dodgers town. So
when they get 17 titles, then we can focus on that. Go ahead.
We're transitioning from the Dodgers to the Lakers. And as well as the Lakers are playing, the second best team in the league, Jovan, no one's really talking. Like LeBron James, a top 10 player in this league, will join this team at some point. But the way that they're playing right now, they've developed a culture that this culture and this system works when they don't have Luka, when they don't have Austin Reeves. So when they're at full strength, I think this is a championship contending team.
What's your big takeaway? Nobody covers the Lakers like you.
Yeah, so I mean, I brought some numbers for you. So they're 7-2, second best record in the West, tied for second best record overall. But they played the 5th toughest schedule in the NBA by strength of schedule. And they've done this without LeBron James for all 9 games. Luka Doncic has missed 4 games. Austin Reeves has missed a couple games. He's about to miss another game against Atlanta. So the fact that like they've been able to win they've had 7 different starting lineups, like it's been incredible. Luka's averaging a 40-point triple-double basically. It's been a really fun start.
It's crazy to say this, but is there an argument that in some ways they may be better without LeBron because they pass the ball more, they know their roles, and maybe there isn't as much congestion?
I'm gonna dead this narrative here. I know some people have said that. Like certainly there's an element of everybody has to do a little bit more. Everybody's a little bit more involved. But I refuse to believe that arguably the greatest player of all time, at worst the second best player of all time, is not going to help this team on both sides of the ball. He just finished 6th in MVP voting last year, 6th in All-NBA voting. I mean, I think that guy's going to make the Lakers better.
The Kobe haters might come after you for calling him at least the second greatest. Your thoughts on in terms of where the Lakers go from here?
They are a good team right now, but for them to be a championship team, to Jovan's point, they need LeBron to play like he did a year ago. And if they have that, they're the only team in the league that I believe has 2 of the top 10 players. And again, with Reeves playing the way that he is, the best third option in the league, this is a real team. This is a real championship contending team.
Well, we're all homers here, and we also
100%.
all are USC Trojans here as well. And one of our old college classmates, Mark Sanchez, has had a rough go of it in the last few weeks. He's ended up in an incident where he's charged with attacking somebody, ends up getting stabbed. It was a whole thing. He's now out at Fox Sports. Drew Brees is in. Your thoughts on that situation?
Yeah, I mean, we still don't have all the answers. I guess like the trial's coming up in December. So listen, Fox had to move on. I mean, like there's no doubt about that. And when we find out what happened, or at least hear from Mark, maybe we'll get some clarity into his future. But we're talking about the 4th broadcast crew. If you're Fox, like you cannot have this being a lingering thing. And they got lucky that a really good broadcaster, and again, I think Drew Brees tried to do the Tony Romo, where he transitioned from being a quarterback into a broadcaster. He was good, not great. He's had some time off. I think he will thrive in that role.
Yeah, he's been adamant. If you see any recent interview with him, he wants to be a broadcaster. He's been positioning for this. So I think it's a really big opportunity for him. I guess that's the silver lining in this all, but obviously a unfortunate situation for Mark Sanchez.
Yeah. Meanwhile, big night for the USC Trojans.
That's right.
They had a rare Friday night game. Fight on to them. You think they have a chance at making it into the college football playoff?
They do. It all comes down to that game in Eugene. You know, like they've had some good wins, but where Lincoln Riley has struggled is in these top 5, top 10 matchups. If they can find a way to go up to Eugene and beat the Ducks, this is a college football playoff team, and that is the one thing that he has not done is kind of get them past that hump. And they have a very talented team, but they have a great recruiting class coming in. So I am very excited about this team, not only this year, but next year.
Yeah, Lincoln Riley's teams have not always been the best in the clutch when it really matters.
That's right.
So I guess we'll see what happens with that. But great to see both of you guys. So we can check out Jovan, again, Buha's Block, the podcast, and on YouTube, and check out Arash's reporting at thesportingtribune.com. And we can see you on the radio and all over the place on social media, both you guys as well. Thank you so much.